Alright, so here we go again, fishing down on the beach by the beach house here. I don't even know what day it is now. It's Monday. We got here Thursday, so whatever day that is. But I tried it last night some. I didn't do any good at all. It was real choppy again. The line would wash in before you could even feel a bite or whatever. But hopefully today it's a little bit calmer, so hopefully today will be a different story. And hopefully I can finally start catching some decent fish. Alright, so I'm walking down to the beach here by the beach house. I'm going to try it again. It's still pretty choppy out, so I don't know if that's going to have an effect on the fishing or not, but hopefully not. We'll just have to wait and see. Alright, so we're back at the marina that we have been fishing, and I've never really gone in depth about this marina itself, but this is the second marina that has existed here since I've ever started coming here. The first one was destroyed by a hurricane, and also too, the Mobile Bay here has a historic significance by itself because the Battle of the Mobile Bay was fought here during the Civil War. And down the coastline here behind me, there's historic Fort Morgan, which is one of the forts where the battle was fought. And also too, over my shoulder here, there's a Carnival cruise ship sailing across, probably coming from New Orleans or something like that, and they go right by the mouth of the bay here, because right around this corner behind me is the Gulf of Mexico, and then all this vast water here is the bay itself. Also too, there's tons of oil tankers out here, as you can probably see in the background. Oil rigs, I mean. There is an oil tanker off over here, but oil rigs. and a lot of deep sea charter trips. They go out around them rigs and fish down deep, and they catch reds and redfish and grouper, some sharks, bigger fish like that. But overall, right here in the marina, our main goal is just catching whiting, redfish, flounder, speckled trout, basically all that stuff. Alright, so here's the deal. I haven't caught one keeper fish this whole trip. That's embarrassing to say. It's pretty darn frustrating. But I gotta keep pushing on. I gotta try to find the fish. I'm gonna ask around at a few local markets maybe, if anybody knows a good place to fish, stuff like that. Talk to some of the local people here, see if they know any secrets. But like I said, this is my 11th year here coming, and this is the worst fishing year I've ever experienced here. Like, we have caught hardly any keeper fish. It's a shame, but we still got, what, 4 days left, I believe? 4 days left to try to get it done, so hopefully we can. That's a typical night down here on the beach. You always got somebody shooting off fireworks and stuff. It's always really pretty to watch down on the beach and be able to see them shine on the water and stuff. It's beautiful always. Alright, so once again, I am about to head down to the beach to fish here in front of the beach house. This video hasn't really gone to plan at all because I figured we'd catch a lot bigger fish than what I have, but I guess that's just how it goes. Usually the fishing's a lot better down here than it is, but I think the tide or something they said shifted odd down here right now, and that's causing the fish to act a little crazy. You got to go out a lot deeper. But alright, hopefully I can go down here and catch something and get it on video and get some keeper fish finally. Alright, so I'm now walking down to the beach. I hope the fishing conditions are a little bit better than they were yesterday. The waves were absolutely awful yesterday. They were coming in with a lot of force, and I actually had a few knock me down, as you can probably see in the video. But also too, the sun was super hot, and I got a massive sunburn. I feel like after a day, probably my arms are going to be starting to blister, which isn't good, but kind of down here, the sun's a lot more intense than it is back in Southern Illinois, and I'm saying the waves are just kind of part of it. Come down here sometimes and it's calm as glass, and other times it's choppy where you can't even stand up out there. But I'll keep battling it and hopefully get some fish. First whiting of the trip, and that's what we're wanting right there. It's a good edible fish. Excellent eating. There's bigger ones out here, for sure. This is a good eating size right here. That's what we want. It's definitely not as big as whiting get, but that's a good eating fish right there. And that's honestly the whole mission I'm after, just catching them whiting. That's all I wanted to really catch this week, and it feels good to finally catch one, especially on video. But my grandpa and uncle's been catching them too, so hopefully we can catch some more out here. There's another whiting. This one a little bit bigger. Alright, so I only caught 2 of the whiting, and my grandpa caught about 10, which is really fun. I was glad to be able to get those on video. But we're getting ready to head to Foley, Alabama, which is about a half-hour away from here, to eat at Lambert's. And if nobody knows what a Lambert's is, it's a place where they actually throw you hot rolls. It's really fun. I'll try to get some of that on video. But we're also going to stop by Walmart on the way home and get some cut bait to kind of have a different approach on our fishing. We've been using shrimp, but we're going to try cut bait instead. Maybe we'll get more bites and stuff like that. So hopefully that'll work. Here we go. So we're back in Walmart, and I pretty much just ate enough food where I shouldn't have to eat for like the next week. But it was delicious food. Really hit the spot, filled up. But right now I'm trying to find some cut bait. And then once we get that, we're gonna head out, go back to the beach house, chill. And maybe tomorrow morning I might get up and fish. I know we're gonna go watch the Blue Angels practice, which is like a flight stunt team out of Pensacola, which is about an hour away, which is always really cool to go watch. Then we're going to go out to another one of my favorite places to eat. And then maybe tomorrow evening I might be able to fish. Or we might be going to the wharf, which is a mall, which is really cool to do. So I don't know. So it might be a day or two before I can fish, but I will be fishing again before this trip is over, I can guarantee it.